Did you know that there are Marvel villains that would crush Thanos? Thanos, the one that snapped the world in half after assembling the Infinity Stones with brute force and sheer strength of will. But on the cosmic scale of Marvel Comics, the Mad Titan would get blown out faster than he can say.
I call that mercy.
Among these villains I'm talking about, one is wipe out all of creation and others unleashed untold mayhem upon the world that Thanos could only dream of. So who are the top 10 Marvel villains that would crush Thanos? Stick around and find out. The result of the unholy union between the dark consciousnesses of two extraordinary mutants, Professor X and Magneto. This sinister amalgamation bears the burden of all the pain and anger accumulated in Professor X's life, merged with Magneto's seething hatred and insatiable thirst for power. Their convergence gave rise to Onslaught, a malevolent psionic entity wielding enough darkness to make even Thanos look like a baby. The genesis of Onslaught traces back to a psychic clash between Xavier and Magneto, initiated when the latter attempted to kill Wolverine by forcibly extracting the adamantium from his skeleton. Professor X, utilizing his telepathic prowess, not only wiped Magneto's consciousness, but also left him in a catatonic state. During this intrusion into his rival's mind, Onslaught began to take root. Magneto's grief and anger served as a catalyst, magnifying and intensifying every negative emotion that Xavier had tried to suppress. Fueled by unbridled hatred, Onslaught inherited the combined powers of both Professor X and Magneto, merging Xavier's extraordinary psychic abilities with Magneto's command over the electromagnetic spectrum. Onslaught could absorb other mutants, assimilating their powers into its arsenal. After absorbing the formidable Omega-level mutants Franklin Richards and Nate Gray, Onslaught gained the ability to manipulate reality, even creating a second sun to carry out its malevolent agenda. Damn. After his physical form was destroyed, Onslaught became a being of pure mental energy. He was defeating the formless being required the combined efforts of every non-mutant hero who all absorbed a piece of the Onslaught. This effectively vaporized all of Earth's mightiest heroes at once. Onslaught may have had the potential to change reality altogether, but he was destroyed before he had a chance to use it. Then you meet the judgment of the gods, Mangog, a ferocious monster on a mission to annihilate the gods themselves. Born from the collective hatred of a slaughtered race, Mangog's fury is unparalleled. Locked away beneath Asgard for centuries, this creature of pure hatred breaks free, shrugging off the mightiest blows from Thor, like a walk in the park. With unlimited strength fueled by the collective hate of billions, Mangog proves to be virtually invulnerable, growing stronger with each battle. He has only ever been defeated by the nearly omnipotent Thor, possessing his power, or through great sacrifice. But guess who dwells in the void? In ancient times, Amatsu Mikaboshi, the Chaos King, held dominion in the shapeless obscurity of the earthly void. Mikaboshi's solitary rule over the darkness was disrupted when life emerged, provoking the dark god's wrath. Fueled by anger, he waged war against the divine entities responsible for violating his realm, resulting in his imprisonment in the underworld for centuries. There, he gathered strength and assembled an army of demons. In the midst of the tumultuous conflict, Mikaboshi managed to break free and control pantheons across the cosmos. Along the way, he vanquished formidable beings, including the Impossible Man, a vexing imp with control over matter, and the Demon Nightmare. Notably, Mikaboshi successfully dethroned the Olympian gods, compelling them to serve him with their combined power. The Chaos King triumphed over the united forces of Thor, the Silver Surfer, Hercules, and Galactus. Utilizing dark magic, Mikaboshi performed gruesome feats, such as using the corpses of gods as vessels for his armies, erupting from their chests. His ability to traverse realities across the various realms of the gods left pantheons unscathed. Gradually, his power reached a zenith, culminating in the absorption of the very essence of the universe. Could even Thanos stand a chance against this energy-consuming behemoth? Galactus, the cosmic entity known as the World Eater, embodies celestial order and possesses an insatiable appetite that can only be satiated by the energy of living planets. Originally, he was Galen of Ta, a scientist in the sixth cosmos and the sole survivor as it faced its demise. Caught in the death throes of his universe, Galen merged with the sentience of the cosmos and emerged in the new universe as Galactus. His his destructive nature lacks malice or emotion. In the Annihilation War, Galactus stood alone and decimated half of the Annihilation Wave's forces. Despite his pivotal role in cosmic balance, Galactus is perceived as a villain due to his voracious planetary hunger. He serves as a tool crafted by the universe to maintain equilibrium among the conceptual entities of eternity, embodying both life and death. Initially, Michael Korvac, portrayed as a computer technician from the 30th century, betrayed humanity during the Badoon invasion. Aligning with the alien forces, he later underwent a peculiar transformation, with his torso fused to a floating computer panel by the Badoon scientists he collaborated with. Upon awakening to his altered state, Korvac retaliated by eliminating the scientists responsible. Subsequently, he was transported through time by the Cosmic Elder, the Grandmaster, a being fascinated by contests. Exploiting his cybernetic body's ability to mimic energies, Korvac analyzed the Grandmaster's powers, enabling him to traverse time and space. In these early appearances, Korvac's floating cube body lacked intimidation. When confronted by the Avengers, he effortlessly dispatched the heroes who dared to assail him. Korvac's extraordinary powers garnered attention even from the Collector, an almost omnipotent elder of the universe. The Collector warned the Avengers that Korvac had the potential to unravel reality itself, just before Korvac, from a distant world, eradicated him. But how do you stop the unstoppable? Annihilus swiftly demonstrated his lethal prowess by orchestrating the formation of the Annihilation Wave, an almost unstoppable horde that breached the negative zone on its inaugural day of invasion, leaving devastation in its wake and annihilating millions of worlds. The formidable Annihilation Wave even succeeded in obliterating the entire Nova Corps, a cosmic superpower police force. Only the combined might of Galactus, the Silver Surfer, the last surviving Nova Drax, the indomitable Star-Lord, and a united army of freedom fighters managed to halt the Onslaught. Annihilus possesses the ability to confront superheroes like Nova or the Thing, armed with the formidable cosmic control rod. This device not only grants immortality, but also enables him to unleash energy blasts and manipulate matter. When adorned with the potent quantum bands, his strength reaches levels akin to Thor's. However, what instills true terror is Annihilus's unwavering dedication to death and the mindless hordes under his command, akin to the Lord of Hell. Mepisto stands out as one of the most devious antagonists in the Marvel Universe, relying on cunning and deception to inflict torment upon the denizens of Earth, all while commanding formidable power. As an ancient demon haunting humanity for centuries, the origins of Mepisto remain shrouded in mystery. Whether or not he is the devil is unclear. Mepisto's primary objective is to populate his kingdom by enslaving the departed souls of humans, subjecting them to relentless torture. Engaging in his favorite pastime, Mepisto strikes deals with mortals. Notably, he assists Spider-Man and Mary Jane in undoing their marriage, a pact made to resurrect Spider-Man's Aunt May. Mepisto employs charm and intellect to present a facade of weakness, luring both villains and heroes into a false sense of security. This strategic approach has allowed him to manipulate formidable adversaries such as the Green Goblin and Thanos, advancing his nefarious schemes. Enter Knull, the primordial god of the symbiotes, a figure that sends shivers down the spines of those who encounter him in our villainous lineup. Knull's genesis occurred in the void between the conclusion of one reality and the inception of another, when the Celestials breathed life into the cosmos. Ripped from the void, Knull sought revenge by fashioning darkness into a blade and decapitating a Celestial with a single mighty stroke. In response, the remaining Celestials banished him to the shadows, where he burgeoned in power and malice. Utilizing a celestial skull as a forge, Knull melded its power into a lethal blade, christening it the Necrosword. With this enchanted weapon, he traversed the cosmos, extinguishing all life he encountered during his eons-long reign of terror. Knull's formidable power took center stage in the series King in Black, narrating his endeavor to annihilate Earth after being unleashed by the madness-inducing Carnage. Knull's primary ability lies in manipulating darkness to forge weapons and living beings. His control over the dark is so profound that he could envelop the entire planet Earth in a massive wave of symbiotes, severing it from the sun. Projecting his consciousness into these spawns, Knull commands them across the universe. The symbiotes vary in power and form, with the weakest akin to Venom possessing superhuman strength by human standards, or even superhero standards for that matter. The Beyonders were a race of interdimensional beings from outside the Marvel multiverse. They consider themselves scientists and view the multiverse as little more than an experiment in their effort to study the nature of reality. They triggered the collapse of the entire multiverse in a series of collisions between parallel Earths known as incursions. Despite the best efforts of the Illuminati, no one could stop the chain reaction. The Beyonders started, and all of reality ended in a white-hot explosion.
Only 3 people survived: Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, and Molecule Man.
Dr. Doom and Strange used the Molecule Man as a bomb to destroy the Beyonders.
In the ensuing destruction, the 3 combined their powers to form a single planet called Battle World. This planet was made up of leftover scraps of the multiverse and ruled by Dr. Doom, with Molecule Man as a living battery.
One of the greatest threats to the Marvel Universe is the Molecule Man, master of reality. Owen Reese, the Molecule Man, was first introduced as a nuclear lab technician bombarded with radiation that granted him the power to control matter. Over the years, the potential and scope of his powers expanded, allowing him near total control over all reality at a subatomic level. The Beyonders designed the Molecule Man to exist across all reality simultaneously as a living bomb with enough power to destroy whatever universe contained him. Molecule Man exists in every reality at the same time, which also makes him mentally unstable. Molecule Man proved a formidable foe from the beginning, encasing all of Manhattan in a glass dome or even controlling people's minds. Still, his true purpose and potential were revealed in the reality-destroying event, Secret Wars. Molecule Man hinted at his unlimited potential through his extraordinary feats, like completely disintegrating the mighty and mentally unstable hero, the Sentry. When the incursion events began setting off a chain reaction that threatened the entire multiverse, Dr. Doom could use the Molecule Man as a part of his plan to avert reality's complete erasure by detonating Molecule Man in a massive explosion that destroyed the Beyonders.